Well, post Top Lake harvest day, and Sally's come down with me today, give me a help with the clear up. Obviously got nets to sort out, pool to dismantle. I'm not leaving it up this time and having it get smashed by the wind. I'm also doing a water change, you can see here at the moment, on this tank, which has got the small C1s, which a few are going out, but you know, I might grade a few more and look after a few more, keep a few more. And it's just general pack down in the mud and grievous. So yeah, it's a pretty basic day really, and hopefully we can tie it up in the next couple of hours and get on. Another thing I'm doing today is I'm gonna fill and set the timer for the main feeder on the main lake as I'm away this week. Make sure these fish are getting fed, and also tomorrow I'll bring up I'm just charging the battery on it at the moment, the smaller medium-sized feeder for the Leany pond, which that's got 700 fish plus the 50 odd what we put in C2s. It's a safer pool, so that should look after them, and I can set the timers back at home, bring that down tomorrow, get that set up and show you what the score is. A more interesting one, that, because I actually constructed and fabricated the float for it. So those of you with fisheries or what have you that have seen, you know, these big floating feeders, you know, they're pretty expensive, a few grand. I sourced for the smaller lakes some smaller feeders, smaller hoppers, and then fabricated my own, welded and fabricated my own floats for them. So I'll show you how I did that. It was very cheap and it's been very effective. So anyway, that's all for today. It's going to be a short and sweet one. I'll catch you. Bye bye. All right, so all the nets now are hung, sorted. Or what tends to happen in nets, and anyone that does netting knows, is especially on lakes with lots of trees above, the biggest nightmare we have is twigs getting in amongst the mesh, and that tends to bunch the mesh, bunch the net, lift the lead line. That's when your fish go under. And also you always got to check for holes and make sure that your net's sanitized, basically. So these nets now get hung, get dried. I always dip them in that same solution I use to clean out the bins. I'll hang them and dry them all off, and then they'll be stored, and then you know that your nets are going to be 100% hunky-dory and there isn't any problems with them going forward. So we're nearly done here. Just going to go and put a bit more fuel in, a bit more water in the tank that I was filling, and yeah, get home early. Oh my goodness, maybe even have an early night. Unbelievable. Catch you all. Take it easy. Bye bye.